Despite everything, my husband kept trying to win me back. He started appearing at my workplace, followed me to the bank, and showed up randomly at grocery stores. He even made a public confession on Facebook, expressing his guilt and love for me, and bracing himself for the backlash. However, I didn't care. I told him off and learned that he hadn't seen my sister since everything had transpired. This was confirmed when a friend sent me a screenshot of a post she had made, lamenting how she was being ghosted after a passionate 2-year affair. She was upset and desperate for answers. Her post and the public reaction to it didn't last long. She deleted it along with her Facebook account. Furious at her audacity to mourn my husband, I drove to her apartment to confront her. But she called the police, so I left. She was ostracized at her job when her co-workers discovered her deceit. She lost all her friends because they no longer trusted her. Even my parents refused to acknowledge her. The following Monday, I received a call informing me that my sister had passed away. She had taken her own life. My emotions were mixed. I didn't want her dead, but I wasn't concerned about her well-being either. We received a note from her expressing her guilt over falling in love with my husband and betraying me. I didn't believe her. I felt the real reason for her death was that my husband no longer wanted to see her. I knew my sister, and when she fell in love, it was profound. It reminded me of Cassie from Euphoria. When I looked at his phone, I found countless messages from my sister from when she was alive. She had been texting him, pleading for him to talk to her, and leaving desperate voicemails threatening to unalive herself. My husband would send me screenshots of her messages and let me listen to her voicemails. I decided not to attend her funeral and chose not to let my parents hear the voicemail, as they were already devastated. They didn't question my decision to skip the funeral, and they understood why they would be the ones handling the funeral arrangements. As for my husband, I was torn. I still loved him deeply, yet I hated him just as intensely. Part of me wanted to reconcile with him, out of spite for my deceased sister. The other part of me was repulsed by the idea. I couldn't picture my life without him. But every time I saw him, I pictured him with her, and I couldn't bear to torture myself in that way for the rest of my life. My husband and I weren't sleeping in the same bed, but I would always notice him on his phone at night. The other night, when he was sitting on the couch, I was able to make out a message he sent to someone. "She's falling for it.